So, the changes between this session and last session. You notice that there's now a pump here. Because when we hooked up the steam tank into this pipe, it's just emptied this outright of water. We're only now getting a little backlog of steam, although we are out of diesel. Well, not completely out of diesel, we're not completely out of diesel, but we did get quite a lot oh god, we are out of diesel. It wasn't this bad earlier when we left it. But also, in all that time, we managed to get the 66 blue plastic that we required from this, but used up nearly all the red dye in the process, because of course you use red dye when making blue plastic. We also ground up a bit of lapis to stock up the blue powder slot. Yeah, I'm probably going to need even more plastic because we need the drone to bring in the program. Which means if we've got enough power backlogged in here, we do not, but that's... you don't get a choice, you're going on anyway. Make some more diesel, burn some more steam, stockpile some more stuff. Obviously, as I said, all the steam. We only had enough to really half fill it, but this should be enough steam for another 2 sessions at least. Which is probably what we're going to go for today, because obviously it's another day where I can talk. These are probably all still full-ish. That side's all good. This side's all good. Yep. A little bit backlogged in the alternator, but that's all good as well. So, what we are after is steel pneumatic raft. And the bloody assembly system to bypass spending ages on the light box. Also, against my better judgment, because I've got it talking today, Twitch chat is open, but it's another Firefox window, so that's impacting things a little bit. 100% edge chance, that's all good. Throw you in, and eventually you will be useful. But we still need... oh, we've already got the crafter, so in with the next one. So 4 develop, 1 etching. That will do that last one. You can go in for the tubes. And 4 of these. We need another 10 compressed iron. And that will make all the parts we need. It's 2 of these per, there's 4, 5 more. Yeah, that's all good. 10 iron. Oh yes. There's now also creeper totems around that because we don't want that blowing up. Ocelot totems, even not creeper totems. What do creeper totems even do? I can't remember if there even are creeper totems. There probably are. But you go up there. And Firefox stop flashing. We get that this was sold as something better than it was, but I don't like being reminded of it. £650 this. It probably got walloped by the microwave being a ditz before and electrocuting everything. 10 more iron. And what have we got in for the filter? You? We haven't got a filter, so you can sit there. That looks like it's done. And we're still getting decent pressure coming back. That's not what we want the interface. Up you come, and then we get the horror show of trying to get this to work. Hello? Usage, pressure chamber, thing. You only need one. You can probably all go in together. No, because that's going to take... It takes about 2 bars of pressure to put half a stack in. So if we put you all in... No. We need a filter, otherwise it's just going to eject immediately. That made it just in time, and I sighed directly into the microphone, so that probably sounded horrible. 3.1, 2.5, so that's 0.6 for a bar to dump the 12. So... we can put in another 2. Still be above. What the hell, we'll give it a shot. I'm probably going to end up regretting this because I don't have any transistors left to spare. Oh, yep, that's dropped it. If we can get to 2.2 at least, then it'll accept everything. Ah, yeah. 1.6, these should... It might need a little more time. Nope, it doesn't. It's all good, so filter out, junk out, and that'll be ready for crafting. No. Because there's that one etching. That one that has 5 to do. That'll only do... I need another 7. Transistor out, capacitor out, you out, and I... Oh no, we already have the extra one. That's all good. Printed circuit board, that's all done. Empty PCB, that's all done. We need you to etch. Are you etched? No, you are not. How close are you to done? 89%, that's not bad. How close to you are being done? You're going to be about 5% because you're useless and it's less than 1 bar. That's annoying. 39% chance we could throw it in, but there's an odd chance it will fail and then we just have to pressurize it again. Oh, let's see, well, does that actually work? Recipe, oh, you can't. You have very slightly different metadata, so we can't look up anything with you. So, printed circuit. Unassembly etching. We want you. No. Where is it? So, where's the... Yes, failed. Oh, that's just cooking it. Assembly, we need much more pressure in there to do it. I think it's 2 bar for iron to compressed iron, and there's plenty of hematite samples around, so we can get away with converting blocks into 4. So it's actually, how does that compare to explosions? Compressed iron, 20% are destroyed, so that's 80% kept. So in theory, if we blow up 9, we'd get 8. So the block route is extremely lossy. But do I have anything that can reliably blow things up? Tiny TNT, I think that's an applied energistics recipe, technically. No. TNT, dark utilities TNT, what's the difference? Oh, you're made of wool, so you're soft probably. Sand, gunpowder, easy. I don't know, I don't even know if we have mob griefing off. How many do I need? You know what, we might as well figure it out because it's 66. Got 66 blue plastic, so that's going to be for 11 of the barrels. Where are you? Pneumatic cylinder. So each one needs 2 plus another 4, 5, 6. So that's 8 plus tubes. 11 barrels, that's going to be 2 crafts of the tube. We're probably going to need about a stack in, which means once this... Oh yeah, they came out. About a stack of this stuff should do the trick. Do we have any? No, we haven't. We're completely out of the squished iron. Compressed iron. Minerals did start getting moved over to the flipping golem. Minerals did start getting moved over here since we can now double basically everything. So gold chest is the iron here. No, it's aluminium. Art furnace, how are you? Full of slag. Into there. Although, do you have... Is your slag export on the back? Yes, but you would have to go straight through a bunch of wires. If I fall in there, I would be instantly dead. Hematite. Where did hematite go? Flipping journeyman. I've been trying not to mark new veins on map writer so we can transition to journey map, but how many things are left? Tin, rock crystal. There's 2 rock crystals and those are annoying to bring back because they fill up the bag. Silver. Is there actually still silver here? Because I bet that I've actually already... Is this on? Oh yes, because it's backlogged on water, it's not actually doing anything. And yo... It's a good job we're locked you to diesel, otherwise you'd be filling it with naphtha right now. Tiny bit of oil coming through. We'll let you back up a bit. Although, your MV, this is... I can probably get you in there. But I'm going to need 1 relay and 1 connector and a post. One connector, post. Do we have any posts spare? We should have to, because if doing things for free, but I can't see it immediately, so we'll just make a new one. Stone brick, MV connector. Is it? No, that's not. What are you doing there? And we're going to need 2 MV wires as well. It should be fine without being. Oh, good, exactly the right amount. Almost as though we planned it. No, and of course I moved the food right as I have to eat. So post. Because this isn't H3, so it's not going to... That, yeah, that's more than 16 blocks. Where can this go? On top there for now. Are you going to reach? Probably not. No. Which means that we are going to need to build a mini island of some kind. Come on, we're mining the stone bit of the block. You could at least be nice and have slightly differential mining things. This will probably be fine because I don't think I'm going to be expanding the farm. Odds are from this point on it's only going to be the cloches. Don't drive under. You're in range, good. That's a bit... It's a good job that was insulated, otherwise it would have been tennis. One thing... Okay, we haven't got auto walk on, so that shouldn't have sent me... Why? Why are you sending me straight up? It's not a ladder. Okay, linking there. And I need a connector on here. And you should fill up fairly quickly. Put you back on. And yes, we're getting excess power in. That's probably going to trigger the turbine. No, the turbine doesn't do anything automatically. That's all manual. but at least one of the capacitors down there is going to essentially get transferred over here. So this can backlog diesel. It's also going to do a whole load of naphtha because much less naphtha is used than the diesel. Is this backstopped yet? It's getting there. You've got plenty. You've got plenty. You only need about 3 buckets to do. Start flash. Oh yes, that's because you're slow. Even though you're basically at full speed. So you can... It's flipping zipper. You don't need anything. It seems you can work on about 1 KRF. You aren't getting enough oil to run at peak capacity. Are you backstuffing? Well, you're filling up a bit faster than you can export, unless this is already finished. Yes, you have. So, you break a switch, yes. Hey, we've actually got a viewer for once as well. Hello. What's that? I can't read that. Dark Lizo, that's... Yeah, that's... Ooh. I'm in two minds about whether I should actually pay attention to chat, since I've now gone and given myself quite a bit of a buzz. At least keep inventory still on. And now for loading. Any day. Oh, good. So hello, Dark Liza. That's the first. You're the first person that said something in chat that isn't. The frame rate's terrible, and that's because in previous sessions I had turned off one of the core's access to OBS, and it would basically stutter every second or two. So on YouTube, where the whole backlog of this is sat, there is basically every episode is trash. So eventually I am going to have to make a summary of all the videos, turn the audio off because the music is hard encoded. I just download Twitch VODs and basically play everything at double speed and hope no one notices. Sort of all the sessions being condensed into one essentially guide. Well, not so much a guide, but whenever a quest is done, whenever major infrastructure is done, and all that. And that first one will have developed, that first... Well, no, it's not the first, it's about the fourth. No, it'll be the third, actually. The third of these will have developed. Don't fall in the acid. Do not fall in the acid. And you're done. You can start etching. And you can start... So, unassembled. This doesn't despawn. In you go. In you go to etch, and in what am I looking for? You. What's your recipe? That. Drag it in. So, what's your pressure? 4.5 bar. Near enough. Which means wherever all my iron is, that can now start getting compressed. Oh god, it's doing the H0 thing. Does reload that? Yes, now we've got the fences back. Now the frame rate's going to drop for a few minutes. Well, about 20 seconds or so. But does the iron live in here? Yes, it does. We are going to need a lot. Half a stack takes about 2 bars of pressure. We've got 4. Actually, no, because compressed iron, you take 2 bars of pressure, so I can't really afford to put more than half a stack in at a time. Do you have a filter on? No. Wood, you can go in so it doesn't immediately steal all the iron back out. And then with this we can start making pneumatic craft assembly stuff. Although we also need that drone. Turbine rotor, no. Amatron delivery thingy. Logistics drone. that just reminds me that I miss logistics pipes. I'm going to need a charging station as well. That's going to be a hassle because I don't know how... Well, I can just move the stuff outside, but how I'm going to get the Amazon delivery guy in, because that needs enough space for a drone to do things. I mean, in Stoneblock... Where the fuck is it? In Stoneblock it's a whole underground map and it manages to work there. I think Pneumaticraft's in Stoneblock, I haven't seen it in any playthroughs yet. You know what? Let's just cheat. There we go, so that's what I was looking for. How much? So that needs grey plastic, an air canister, your compressed iron too, GPS tool, oop, too far, platinum plate. Yeah, that's all easy enough. And that will do things. So I'm going to also need the chargy bit. But back to Pneumaticraft, because we can. At this point we've got 3 of them, so we can now. I just pointed at the screen. No one's going to see that. I'm never going to have a camera up. Pneumaticraft. So, of course, first of all, I need to get the flipping iron out before it despawns, because in theory, the item life upgrade should prevent anything from despawning in the pressure chamber, except it doesn't show up here. There's too many things there. Anyway, we're also going to need some glass. Soon enough, I'm also going to have to consider whether to use applied energistics, like any competent player, or refined storage, which is basically applied energistics, but oh no, that wasn't finished. Applied energistics 1, the first one, which didn't require channels, but is actually more powerful because it can handle fluids without any extra support. So it's a hard decision now. Of course, if logistics pipes was in, we'd just eschew both of them for logistics pipes, but logistics pipes never made it past 1710. Because Buildcraft decided, for no good reason whatsoever, I don't care what they say, there is no good reason for it, that they weren't going to... Oh, that's already used up all the iron. That they decided they were going to skip 110 and come to 112, because obviously Buildcraft is here, but logistics pipes isn't. Where is the iron? Downstairs. I should have brought the whole stack and then just done the half stack at a time. Probably also going to have to hunt out more hematite. Well, not hunt it out, I vaguely know where there's some. I kept walking past it last session when hunting out lapis. No, it wasn't last session, I was hunting lapis, it was the session before, the end of the session before. And I can't even... Oh yes, I needed the lapis for the UV light box, and how are you doing? Halfway. 3 bars. I needed 5 bars really. You're 69%. We can put the filter back in for when I'm ready. But with... Oh no, I can't even make the... It's because they need a little bit more. But to get the assembly working, we need 1 controller. Easy enough. To get past the UV bit, we need 1 laser. The drill we need for other recipes, so that can be skipped. 1 assembly platform, and 2 IO units, and one of them's going to need pneumatic wrenching. That's not one. What are you? Configurator? No, pneumatic wrench. Not that. Oh, there we go. Air canister. I'm going to need astronomical amounts of iron. Are you 4 bars yet? No. But we will dump you in there so we don't forget. We'll put you away into there. Cheap chopper away. Jerry can away. What, is there anything in there? Cannon barrel, you can also go away. Hammer away. And all of this stuff, except that, can be sorted into the merge. And then we will hunt down... I should not have done that. Those need to go upstairs. Go away. I don't have any redstone. And all of this junk. But you must live in here, paper. I'm sure I've got some stored in there already. Anyway, cobblestone, you go back into the generic blocks chest. Ice, we might as well keep because it was just a frozen skeleton, but they're a little uncommon. Well, bucket, I think you're just a... No, that's a use. That's... Well, we don't need that for sure. Yeah, you're a bucket and rope. I can... Let's see if we can uncraft you, because I'm not going to need you now that I can access the proper pump jacks. Yeah, 2 levels, that's nothing. And why have I got so many buckets? What can we use you for? Is there any kind of jerry can? Oh, I was probably going to make extra jerry cans. Wedge tank, what are you? Pressurized air tank, yeah, immersive engineering. Mining drill to operate underwater. Chemical, nope. I can't remember how many runs of capacity. I should probably get that T4. Ooh. Oh, no, it's a small tree. I thought it was a full-size tree. Suddenly it was a case of what the hell was going on? So runes, more blood magic. What are you? Lubricant can. Animal sewer from industrial foregoing, aka MFR. Mine factory loaded. I don't know why it was renamed. I'd imagine there was some legal issue or something, maybe. I don't know why there'd be a legal issue. Tiny fluid stuff, modular machines. I'm not likely to use you. I'm more likely to go to the RF version. Advanced liquid. Rustic. I don't know how to use rustic. What are you? Fluid reader. Integrated dynamics. Mixer Mark III. Why do you exist? Tinker Tank. Milk a Tinker Tank. No. So we'll dump all of you into this chest. You can go away in there. So I've got your hemp rope. You can be uncrafted. And where does hemp rope live? Somewhere's where the hemp lives. Go get you some. I have no idea what that's a reference from. For some reason I'm thinking Borderlands. From one of the vendors yelling it. I'd imagine the vendors yell something similar to that, but oh god, there's hematite right here. But spoiler alert, I didn't get past the start bit of Borderlands 2 because that intro is so terribly optimized. It's not optimized, it's... What's the word? What's the word where it's the pacing is terrible? That's probably the word I'm looking for. Ooh, I've got clay in here as well. What's that? Sooty marble. No, you can sit there. Actually, you can go up to the astral sorcerer bit. Oh, is this straight under the? You find the iron vein directly under the lava bucket, which I could probably actually empty now. I don't think the jerry can pick it up in world though. More clay, we'll vein mine you, because clay is always good to have. Slate's also good to have, because I need to do the roof on the next bit. I'll also pinch it from you. And over here we have a ton of marble, but slate's the limiting factor in our building currently. And more straight down. There we go. And this is going to be doubled. The crusher's going to take a while doing it. But this is going to be a fairly decent amount of iron to compress. I ought to put more excavation modifiers on this, because apparently that will make it so that it can excavate a larger radius each time. But because of it's a bit pricey, the excavation modifier, and even though it made 25, you know what, I'm probably not actually going to make 25 tools that could use it, because I've already got it on the shovel, I've already got it on the pickaxe. I didn't make a hammer, I skipped hammers. Actually no, I didn't skip hammers. The lumber axe does it for trees, and I don't really need to axe anything. I don't need to axe anything in a vein minery way. So I can probably afford to put like 4 on here. Let's see, do I have any crappy blocks? Yes, we've got plenty of cobble. How to get that? And this wasn't marked, so I don't have to mess around with the removing the mark. Oh yes, I was meant to check if there was actually still silver under the oh bugger. If there was actually still silver under the oil area, not the oil area. Oh, it is the oil area. It's the petroleum bit. It's where all the stuff gets processed. There was also the plans to well, there's no more iron here, so we'll get the samples away. There was also the plan to get a proper, sufficient steam setup directly attached to the input, so I'm not transferring that tank around. Which, whilst sensible, is a bit of an investment, especially considering how low I am on iron. Well, I'm not really low, I've got a bunch of blocks stashed away somewhere, I just don't know where they've gone. It's already 10 to what time is it that I need to deal with this? Oh, and Twitch stats has reported no viewers, so I've probably got excited about nothing. Dark Lizo probably already left by the time I actually gave him the shout out, and it's 20 to 20. Right. Because I don't have a set time, it's very easy to forget what time I end. And today, because I've got the, I think this is, it's only going to be one day where I get, in you go, that's a cue. I've only got today, well tonight really, for having it with voice. So in all probability, I'll be doing 2 sessions today, which is going to run to about 20 past 10, 25 past, probably half past 10 if I have a decent break in the middle. And we're getting, oh, there's a flipping wolf. Let's see, where are you? If you're a step wolf, you get a special. Oh, it's a wild dog. You're good. We like you. Because you make decent boots. Is there another one? Yes, there is. Bring out your dogs. Any more dogs? No. Did we get anything? 5, that's enough for a whole new set of boots. Although, how are our current boots doing? Yeah, they're still good. So, up you, and this side, cobblestone. We've got a bit more dirt than we really need, so we'll burn a bunch of it, and this clay can go in. So there's quartz, we need that keeping. Oh, that's definitely enough of one, because that's a bit too far for and you, I'll go in here. Convert you to roof, and we can get that top layer done a bit better. Although I still haven't really done its way up. You know, the one annoying bit about having one viewer and not actually having view of the stats bit is that I have no idea if all the time when I was actually addressing him, if he was actually still here. We've probably got enough. Really. Well, if we cut out this corner. Yeah, then we can get up here easily enough and we can just window everything. Oh, shut up, wolf. We don't like you, especially if you're a step wolf. We still haven't figured out how to simply delete you from the entire config. You're not a lamp. I can't undo that. Sooty Marble, you're the only block I've got on hand. So, blood lamp, and blood lamp. And why is the? Oh yes, because there's water moving. Oh God, you would, wouldn't you? You evil son of a bitch. I better have got all of those back. Although I can actually move them now. Is there anywhere... Toggle that off. Is there anywhere better? We can probably put them around. There's a wolf here somewhere, so I better keep this out. There's no wolf, but there are boneheads. Skeletons, that's the word. Yeah, we'll just put them out the front. Make it look a little bit nicer. 27, so... And that was in front of the marble. We'll have a little row of them. Just bordering each side. That's still marked. That's not in line. Damn it. That's supposed to mark where a tier 6 altar's edge would be. But I probably will never get to tier 6 in this because that needs the demon city and that will destroy the world because I don't fancy building a 16 high wall around everything. Still crushing iron. There's going to be plenty of... This will have developed, that will have developed. We'll grab you out first. 100% etch. You're done. Really? Fucking direwolf indoors. Alright. Why? Where are you spawning?
I'm in your base. Stealing your gas.
You nuisance of a dog. Let you in there. You come out to etch. And UV light box. There we go. Do you have a filter in? Yes, you probably do. Iron, you come out. And you go in there. We need 1, 2, 3 of you. 3 of you. And use second card. Got it all in. So you're in, so the oak would come out. 32 compressed iron got that should do for a decent amount. And yep, oh god, we used a bit too much pressure. No point looking in that because it still does that weird thing where it shows 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, that's alright. So we've got 20 minutes to get, we need 2 iron, oh yes, I haven't finished these yet. 5 of those will do for now. Pneumatic cylinders. Hopper, right, so we're also going to need 2 hoppers involved in this. So let's get the, not you, cylinder controller, we'll get you in there first. And now we can't really craft anything else. Oh, you only need 1. So we've got 2, so we're also going to need a chest, 3 chests, and lights off. 3 chests to make hoppers. Shut the damn door. One, 2, 3. And 2 hoppers is 8 bronze and 2. No. 8 bronze and 10 iron. And I don't think I've got iron up here still. It also sounds like the crusher's finished so we can get all that arced. No, the crusher hasn't finished. What the hell? Oh, there's a gear cast in there already. There we go. You in there, you in there. And we need 10 of you. Into blades. I'd imagine in the early days of streaming people could do whatever silly accents they wanted for things. But nowadays, with all political correctness, you can't really do it without being accused of appropriation or insulting or whatever. Fuck that, if you get insulted about insulting other things, you deserve to be insulted. The whole social justice warrior thing. Why do you have no power? Oh, it's probably emptied all the things. That's probably why the thing's still making sounds. You're still solid. That will kick all the machines back into gear very quickly. You've got power, you've got power. Yeah, you're all filling up. Can't see you. You're a little too far. Yep, you're good, you're good, you're good. And this is all... Ooh, for some reason you're not exporting at peak capacity. But these are HVAY connectors. I can't get too close because you will give me quite a buzz. When these have printed out the plates, these will all be good. Yeah, so you out. 2 hoppers, itchy nose. You up there, you up there. 2 of those have met. Now we'll do the 2 IO units. We need even more of them. You've done next to nothing. You could get more steel. Combine those. We'll grab these just because we can, just so that it gets it started. Are you at 400 yet? Oh, don't go too high, because if we hit the... Nope, you're not full. You are. You are... You are about 3/4. And you're full, basically full. Why are you pulling at 105? You're full, you're full. There's a squid dying, that's all good. And you'll do. You take about 24 buckets of fluid and up to the... Slightly laggy. Weird balancing act. 2 more. Dump all that there. You've got a bit too much. And that should... That's more or less balanced. Oh yes. Actually, we are going to need a bunch of that iron out for compressing. Also use the arc furnace for glass, which is nice. Okay, what hit me? If we've got invisible rats again. The iron's still crushing, that's going to be crushing for ages. I can't really just leave the steam thing on, the steam turbine on, because it hasn't got a set supply, so I'll be wasting steam. But at least we've got usage, printed circuit board. We've only got that 1, so we can't make 2 IO units at the same time, but we can make 1. However, for pressure, 4.2 bar, you can do half a stack. And just because we actually can put a relevant item filter in there now, we just will. So... This isn't going to be here forever. I probably don't really need this. Is there lapis in any of these? Mineral, no mineral, no mineral. Nope, nope. Yes, lapis vein. I could have just Setting up a giant digger wasn't really worthwhile. 2 lapis veins, never quartz vein. So that will get moved. But let's see if I remember. What do you mean, let's see if I remember? On me, I don't forget. So, nope, you're an IO, you don't go there. You go there. Assembly controller goes there. Gas can come in that side. So IO, gas, drill. No, laser, drill. Although the other IO is going to have to go there until the, yeah, what's it? Until it does the thing. Until the drill's ready. You can come out how it... No, there's nothing doing. 90% chance, that's... I want to say that's good enough, but it's not. Knowing my luck in this game, it will not be enough, it will just destroy everything. So what we need a laser. We need more of these, we need more barrels. I was severely tempted to do the Witch Doctor song then. Glass. Was that? No, that was pneumatic craft glass for the pressure chamber. Half a stack will do. News, damn it. We want 1, 2, 3, 4. Plenty of pipes. And we need 1 IO and 1 laser to finish this. So 3, 6. We need 6 cannon things. How convenient that we can only make 6. And then we need another half a stack of this to convert those into the blues. In you go. It should have finished by now. If it hasn't, that will be very annoying. Yep, you're done, and you go. And you go to etch. Are you at 3 bar? No, we want 4 bar. How are you for charcoal? You should still be very good for charcoal. You're still pretty good for charcoal. Etching. We have plenty of pipes, we might as well get you hooked up. Overshot. This will also nerf the pressure in that quite a bit as everything else does, so it goes from 3.2 to 2.6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, you're going to go down to about 1.9 or so, aren't you? 2.1, close, was probably 2.0 average. 1.9 over here, I was damn accurate. So you over there, we need 1 more IO and 1 more laser. And that means we need the Amatron tablet. Which means a GPS tool, platinum plate, red plastic. And we're going to need a bit more red dye very soon, because I'm probably only going to be able to take out 1 red plastic or 2 red plastics if I'm lucky. 4 of these. Plastic selection. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I guess I could probably have done about 6 of them. Now, we're coming up to the end of the first session and I don't want to have to deal with you now. 1 red, 1 stick. Stick. You're in the one below, aren't you? I mean, there's some sticks in there, I know, but oh god, there's a lot of sticks in there. I just realised that that bonsai is going to be putting sticks out everywhere. You two, and... Oh god, I'm going to need a charge. Please don't use the circuit, please don't use the circuit, please don't use it. Fuck, no circuits. GPS tool, platinum plate at the bottom, and I think there's a glass plate in there as well, but I didn't see it in there. Plate casts in, plate press even. I could probably get away with shrinking the smeltery down a lot now. Maybe even stop it from piercing the roof. That would be nice. Just after that whole fiasco of making modularium. Come on. GPS tool, Amadron tablet, where are you? You're the thing which looks like a box. At least it doesn't look like an iPad, because Apple just sucks at everything, and any representation they get they don't deserve. Unless it's bad, they deserve that. Where the hell has it gone? I know I found it here before earlier. Amadron tablet, Amadron tablet. If I had any viewers, they'd probably be screaming at me right now. It's right there! It's right there! It's got to be at the top here somewhere. Spawn agitator, what do you actually do? Oh, it prevents despawning. Here are the viruses. Where the I know what I'm looking for, but I just can't see the damn thing. Two redstone. And what was that? 4 grey plastic. Oh, why has journey map come up again? 7 grey plastic. That's probably going to use red for some reason. Use grey, not light grey, or any silly things like that. Grey. Spelt like an American. i.e. wrong. Did the other bit need anything? The stuff at the bottom? No, you just need compressed iron, and there's going to be a ton of iron. It should be up to about 4 bar by now. Nope, because you have to pressurise a bigger system now. Oh boy. Speed upgrades need lubricant. I can't afford the lubricant right now. Although an extra air compressor wouldn't go amiss. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can probably get away with putting 8 into a 3 bar. So let's see, 32. If 32 takes 2 bars, that takes 1 bar, that takes half a bar. I don't want to take up an entire bar yet, so you will be good. You should take half a bar out, go to 2.6, 2.5. Because it pressurised immediately, it then ejected it, which is why it dropped me even further. So, plus 1 air compressor. Another stack of that. We're going to need some cobble. There should be some in here, loitering for no apparent reason. Know your moss stone, thank you very much. Cobble. That's an 8. Furnace. A pipe. And all the way around. Yep, your still an air compressor recipe. You can go in, and this time we will do the redstone thing for it. Enable on low signal, and fill you with that. And that should be stopped by this. If it's not, I'm going to be very disappointed. Although, if I just put a redstone torch on this and set that to inverted, then this enable on low signal, so that will be on when it's under pressured. The torch will also be on when it's under pressured, and that with the torch on, if it's enabled on high signal, it would have it. Whereas when it's above 4, it would go into the torch, it would go into the block, that would turn off the torch, you would disable because you'd no longer have a high signal. Yeah, that would work. I do need to remove you. And that will guarantee it works. Of course, watch it all explode now. Problems, remove the redstone signal, enable on high signal, no problems. Yeah, that's all good. 3.3, we can probably afford to make these actually. No, we can't. Although 3.3, 8, 16, that should take 1 by, should go to 2.3, that's still enough to do them all. Are you done? Yes, you're done. Oh god, I almost fell in. Done etching. 88%. Near enough. Come on. So an IO and a laser. I need a red for the laser. That's why we haven't got the Amadron thing done. Actually, no, let's get the Amadron finished. You're done. And then, no. That pneumatic craft. Assembly IO, we need 1. We need these done. So that's enough for the last IO. We're missing the board, of course, because I haven't crafted it up yet. Oh yes, there was a quest. Amadron delivery. We need a laser program. We really want the double one. But I don't know if it accepts that. Laser, actually. Yes, we can do you afterwards because we don't need the. IO unit. We need the wrench as well. Got 3 minutes of this first stream left. Anything in there? Nope. Actually, do I have basically the exact amount? Got slightly more compressed iron than I need, but I need 1 rose red. Does that accept any dye? Are you smart? No, you need a rose red. You're a stubborn little piece of shit, aren't you? Which means I need to find a rose. So the flipping require a repression. And we can't put this through the crusher because it's probably still handling a crap ton of iron. Probably also run out of power. Let's have a look. Check here first because it's also a slightly faster way to get to a crusher. Are you empty? Yes, 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 you all are. You know what, fuck it, we'll just leave this on. The steam's easy enough. Oh god, you're overdoing it. Yeah, you're vastly overdone. Odds are I've lost a bunch of iron. If I had viewers, someone would almost certainly have shouted that at me. Let's just split you up a bit. And that's about 40 for everything except for you, and we'll just dump one of you in each of these. One more of you in each of these. The rest of you in there, and then take a bunch out of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 40, 7, 7. Got 2 more. Yeah, that's about balanced. And we need to eat. Not dump carrots in there. Soggy roast carrots is... No one likes soggy roast carrots. Do we have the grindstones somewhere? I probably destroyed it because I'm an idiot. It's probably actually in here. Yep. Guess I'm not the Yogscast and therefore have a functional memory. Put it away, we'll go have the first break. You back in there, no, back in the bottom. Actually, can I craft it immediately? No, because the UV box is still... you're 100%. We'll stick you in here and you can etch over the break. So we will close this off and come back in about 5 minutes or so with the next session. So back in about 5-10 minutes? Yeah, that's fine.